Good gods of Egypt, was this film bad? Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Gods of Egypt. Gods of Egypt, directed by Alex Proyas, who's also directed I, Robot and The Crow, stars Nicholas Coster-Waldau as Horus, the god of sky. You also know him as Jaime Lannister. Gerard Butler as Set, the villainous god. Brendan Thwaites as Beck, the thieving mortal. Elodie Young as Hathor, the goddess of love. And Chadwick Boseman as Thoth, the wisdom god. Chadwick Boseman is also the future Black Panther. It's a classic journey tale where the main protagonist, who once had it all, he was set to be king, loses it because of a betrayal, and then he gets cast away. So along the way, he has Beck, who's played by Brendan Thwaites, as the thieving mortal, who helps him gain his powers back and defeat the villainous Set, who's played by Gerard Butler. The plot of the film is just way too straightforward. You expected everything that's going to happen. Coming into the film, you thought that the film was going to be simply bad because of how the trailer was portrayed and how it didn't have anything out of the ordinary, but it was actually worse than I expected. Nothing about the film was memorable, and everything was just simply bland. You thought that they had $140 million to spend, so they would actually use it wisely, but the visual effects were nothing too spectacular. Yeah, it was pretty cool seeing Egypt at that time, well, fictional time, and how all the cool gardens and the sculptures and all that bullshit looked. But there wasn't anything really that memorable. The acting was all standard, the film shots were also standard, and the plot was standard. And that's really what was terrible about this film, that you wouldn't remember this film from a couple of days from now. I don't think there was any hype coming to this film. With that little shred they had, it was absolutely not worth it. They had $140 million to spend, and $30 million of that was for marketing. And it was absolutely shit. Nothing about it just made me smile. They had some cheap one-liners that make you chuckle a little here and there, but everything else was just like, what the fuck is going on, man? Did someone actually say, this was a good idea. Let's get a Scottish actor, and good God, I don't know where he's from, but somewhere in Europe, to play Egyptian gods. And let's get this Australian guy to play another big role. That makes a lot of sense. Something I did like about the film were like the little details that they added to the Egyptian gods. So instead of blood, the Egyptian gods were bleeding gold, which is pretty cool. Like, you would see one of the gods get their head cut open and just gold splattering everywhere. It's like, it was pretty cool. Also, the difference between gods and immortals were pretty wide known. They show that the gods were like size of the aliens in Avatar, and they were humongous compared to humans, and you could see the difference between them and how everything the gods said was done. So, big question, was this film worth the money? That's a definite hell the fuck no. No way would I recommend anyone spending even $5 to watch this film. I don't even recommend you watching it on DVD, my dude. Just forget about this film even existed. Let Hollywood waste $140 million on this crapshoot of a film, and hopefully they'll learn that a film with, maybe this semi-lackluster cast could make an Egyptian god film. No, it was absolute shit, and it does not deserve any views at all. Overall, I give the film an ungodly 3.8 out of 10. You're better off watching the Witch review or the Deadpool review than this piece of shit. You'll be so disappointed when you see this shit, so I completely go against it, and this 3.8 is actually a higher score than someone else would give it. Hey guys, thanks for watching another film review. If you did enjoy it, please don't forget to hit the like button, also subscribe, and also I'd love some feedback from you guys. Where can I improve, and what else should I say about the film? Thanks guys. What? A horror film that's actually dedicated to its content and not cheap jump scares? Ladies and gentlemen, I present you The Witch.